Chafing is where you get abrasion from skin to skin or close to skin, and it kind of wears on that top layer of skin. It's called the epidermis, and expose the next layer, the dermis, and that's where all the nerve endings are, and that's why chafing can really hurt. Welcome to the Ageless Runner. I'm Ralph. So sweat can also compound chafing because sweat increases the amount of friction. So if you're sweating between your skin to skin or your clothes to skin, it's going to make it worse. So I thought I'd share some tips today that I've learned over the years, because I've had chafing issues on my nipples and in my groin that I've learned to at least minimize it, and I haven't had it in a while, and I want to share those with you today. Because sweating is such an enhancer to chafing, make sure you wear moisture-wicking clothes. Don't wear cotton. I think most runners know that nowadays. But get running clothes that wick that moisture away from your body, get that sweat away from your skin. And let's talk about clothes fit. You want your clothes not to be too baggy or loose, because that rubbing, that loose bagginess can rub on your skin and make it chafe. So you want things that fit well, but you don't want them too tight either, because too tight can aggravate it. So I sometimes wear compression shorts on my lower body. That keeps chafing from my underwear and things like that down to a minimum, and that really helps. But I do wear loose fitting shirts, but they're not extremely loose fitting, but they fit properly and don't bounce around too much, but they're not snug either. And where possible, get seamless and tagless clothes. Those are just rubbing points, chafing points on your skin. So avoid those if you can. And of course, you can always wear less clothing, but that kind of presents its own problems, right? So I wouldn't recommend that. Now, speaking of materials and fit, key thing are your feet. Make sure your socks fit well. Make sure they're material that's for running, something that'll kind of pull that moisture away from your feet, whether it's polyester or wool. And again, your shoes need to fit well. If your shoes are rubbing on your toes or your heels, boy, that's going to hurt. So make sure your shoes and your socks are well fitting and of good quality materials. Now, another thing you can do for your feet is use a powder, a talcum powder or something that helps keep them dry. I've not really done that myself, although I've done sometimes after a run when my feet are hot and still sweaty. And after I showered, I might put a powder on, but that's an option. Now, I sometimes use lubricants, petroleum-based lubricants. I'll use Aquaphor. I use that more in my groin, inside of my groin area where my underwear may rub or something like that. That works well. I've also used Friction Defense from Arm & Hammer. It's like Glide, only it's a lot less expensive. It's like a personal body lubricant. I'll use that, again, same areas, or on my nipples. I'll talk about nipples separately in a moment here, but so get a lubricant if you have problem areas, put it on your feet, again, put it in your problem areas. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, please scroll down and hit that like icon. Those likes really help my channel grow. Thank you so much. Now, another option are patches or coverings. For example, putting a Band-Aid on your heels. Maybe you have a problem with your little toe, put a Band-Aid on your little toe. It kind of prevents the materials from rubbing against that sensitive area of your body. Now, that brings up nipples, men's nipples. I know when I first started running, I do long runs. I come home, take my shirt off, jump in the shower, and the water would hit my nipples, and oh my gosh, they're chafed. So for you guys out there, here's a couple of suggestions. One is use Band-Aids. That's why I talked about the covering. Put a Band-Aid over your nipple, however, whatever size you need, but get that over your nipple. That way, as your shirt rubs against it, it won't chafe. It'll be a lot better. You can use a lubricant. Again, put that Friction Defense or Aquaphor or something on your nipples. That helps. It's not 100% depending on how sweaty you're getting and how long you're running. It's not 100%. You may still get some chafing. The blockage, the Band-Aid is a much better idea. However, one thing I discovered, I'm going to jump back to materials. Most running materials are polyester. And of course, that's kind of I hate to use the word coarse, but it's kind of a hard material. And so when it rubs on your nipples, it chafes it. I discovered years ago wool. In fact, I'm wearing a lightweight wool running shirt from Icebreaker. I found that when I wear this wool shirt, I get no chafing on my nipples. The fabric is so soft, the wool fibers are so soft, they don't chafe. And I don't put anything on my nipples anymore because it just doesn't chafe. If I'm going to wear this shirt, if I'm going to wear a regular polyester shirt, I'll maybe put some lubricant on or a Band-Aid or something. But so think about your materials, think about patches, think about lubricants for your nipples, because that hurts. Now, another suggestion is to stay well hydrated both before and during your run. Hydration improves and keeps your skin elastic. Being more elastic reduces the risk of chafing. So drink plenty of water before and during your run. So if you do get chafing, there's a couple of things you can do to kind of treat it. Of course, you want to wash it. Be careful there. Use lukewarm water, use a little bit of soap, clean out the bacterial. And then put something on it, some kind of ointment that you might prefer. Again, I've used Aquaphor. Another thing you can do if you got really bad chafing is diaper rash cream. Diaper rash cream has zinc oxide, So zinc oxide acts as a barrier and also has some antimicrobial properties. So go out and get some Destin or whatever diaper rash cream you like and put that on your chafing. That'll help it heal. So finally, increase your miles gradually. That gives those rubbing spots on your body a chance to toughen up a little bit, maybe build up not callus, but kind of toughen up the skin a little bit. That'll help with chafing in the long run. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate you taking time to look it over. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go down and hit those like icons. Those likes really help my channel grow. And if you're new here, please click the subscribe button also. Thank you so much and happy running.